should have destroyed Carthage, every man, woman, and child, many years ago.
Hello everybody, welcome back once again to Let's Play Rome 2 Total War, the Julia campaign. Yes, indeed, we're back once again. So, in the last session, we managed to convince the Nori to bend their knee after beating them in a victory ambush battle. Once again, our good friend, Scipio, assisting Rome for the greater good, he will have us think. And yes, they are now a clan state of Rome, paying us tribute and providing us with a short buffer to the northern Germanic tribes, just in case they want to come venturing down and get a bit nosy. So we have a buffer there. Now the next port of call in terms of the northern lands is of course here, the Reti. Now they are also currently at war with us, I believe. Let's go to the diplomacy tab here and see this in great detail. The Reti, still friends with the Nori, but yeah, the oh, I think we got a ceasefire with them, maybe. Maybe they were only at war with us because we were waging war with one of their allies, but now that we have quelled their allies under our thumb, they are now no longer at war with us. But anyway, that's by the by. They still don't necessarily like us too much. So, okay. So my thoughts on this are, they have now two lands. They have this land here, Coria, and up here they have Uburzis. I'll have you to pronounce that. And so they're getting up there. They're not a bad faction at the moment. Two lands, they've got a tiny bit of sway in certain respects, but having them as another buffer to protect us from these Germanic northern tribes would be absolutely great. A client state with a bit more clout to hold off the hordes from us. I think that's actually not a bad idea. So I'm going to try and convince them to become a client state as well. I'm going to try and convince them without even shedding any blood. We have plenty of cash to throw around like confetti, and therefore we're going to use some of it to try and sweeten the deal. So the first order of the day is to approach the Reti and say, look, Reti.
Friend, sit and let your words move me to anger or agreement, as you wish of them.
We are far more powerful than you, and if we click our fingers, we will grind you into the dust. But we don't want that. There's no reason why you and your Nori brethren can't get along with us and pay us a tribute every now and then and just go about your business. So we'll give them some money. Then we're going to ask also for a trade agreement, because of course we should be trading. It makes sense. And then of course the clincher for us is the client state part. Almost slipped in through the back door there. Oh yes, and by the way, did I forget to mention? Yes, to get this you also have to be a client state. Hope you don't mind. So that's what we're asking. Let's see if they entertain the idea. Somehow, I don't think so. Then again,
I accept in the name of our people. Let this be a sign of more good to come.
I could be completely wrong. They've accepted. Isn't that sweet? So now, we don't even have to shed our blood. We don't have to get our clothes dirty. We have managed to broker a deal. Now, I don't know how much they actually give us in tribute as part of this deal. And once again, I'm not completely down pat with this whole client state business. But what I do know is that, well, they're now in the green. They actually like us a little bit, which is a bonus. So both with the Reti and the Nori, we're now trading with them. They are a client state of us, giving us a bit of a buffer to the northern tribes. The only slightly exposed settlement would be this one here that we have. But we're going to sort that out by having an army station itself in Medlan as a northern defensive force, and then every other one of my armies is going to now head south, and we're going to focus on this war with Carthage. It's the next phase of the campaign. So there's still a few more preparations before we actually go into a full-scale war with Carthage, and we're going to complete those in this session. So hopefully by the time the next session comes around, we'll be ready to start the full-scale war. So first things first, we just need to protect our northern borders, and then we can pull out of there properly. Now, after some debating in the Senate, plenty of armies heading south, wanting to get into the action, and it's about time now that, well, the Senate have decreed it's about time that Scipio retire. We said that I've said he would not be the kind of man to retire gracefully. He wants to fight to the bitter end, but he's not getting any younger. He's a ripe old age of 54, a tactician. He has made and interacted with the northern tribes on many occasions. Yes, backstabbing them occasionally, but ultimately he was the spearhead behind the brokering of client-state treaties, and therefore he's the perfect man to defend our northern borders and liaise with the northern tribes. And, well, that's the way it's been decreed. So, no more Scipio meddling. In the next turn he will station himself in Medlan, become the northern protector of the land up here, and then the Legio Sanguine is going to also come down, along with Bassus here, and who else? And the other legion that we are recruiting here, I think we're recruiting a third legion here, the Legio Potestas, yes. So the 3 legions heading down south to start the war with Carthage. So that's that little situation sorted. Right, good stuff. So, building work. In here, we could do with upgrading the temple, just a touch, into something that's going to prove to be useful for us. Now, they're all pretty similar, so I don't tend to spend too long doing it, but let's just take another quick check. We have the Shrine of Mercury. Well, considering we only have 1 land, we don't need to focus on wealth there. I think focusing on public order and conversion rate is for the best. So I'm going to go for Shrine of Jupiter. I think that's a good one to have in here. Agent actions. We're on the edge of an enemy border. They may send agents against us, so having a bit of protection there, a bit of security would come in useful, I think. Okay, Shrine of Jupiter. Okay, dokie. So we'll keep him in here for now. When he goes out, we might suffer a bit of penalty to public order, but we're gonna forego that. We're gonna cope with it, and we're gonna take him south. Similarly, Postumus Scapula, the premier spy, the only spy at the moment in Rome's lands, is going to head south to assist in the Carthage war effort. She's going to scout out the enemy, see their strengths and weaknesses for us, which means that we can really do with a spy up here. We don't want to be totally in the dark in terms of intelligence, so we're going to recruit a spy in Medlan here. And which one are we going to go for? Cultural influence. That's not bad considering. Wealth and culture buildings +2 public order. We've got manipulation and 10% to arson, and then we've got this one. I think we can, if we actually get this one and stick her in this settlement, she could actually provide quite a bit of public order bonus to this settlement up here. So we're going to go for Modia Metella. Welcome to the family, Modia. So we're going to send her up here. She can station herself in this province and help quell the population there when the army moves out with her stats. Okay. So Postumia Scapula is going to make a beeline. Where is she? Make a beeline for the mustering point at the moment, which is actually going to be down here with the rest of the armies. Armies are moving down here. Ships will be coming down. It's going to be a big invasion of Sicily to start with. So we'll get her down here as well. So she's on her way, on horseback. Over here we have the ships building. We're going to send the ships down to Brundisium, which is building a military wharf. They will get some more artillery-based ships and some missile ships, and then once they've got them, they will be ready for the action. And this here army is being recruited too, the Legio Potestas. We have 4 Hastati, 4 Veritas. We'll start recruiting the Principes next. 1, 2, 3 and 4. That'll do for now. We have also to put some technology on, and I'm going to finish this one. Because we are now recruiting some more ships, it would be beneficial for us to start giving us some ship bonus. 20% ship health and some ram damage bonus as well, and that will complete the set, giving us plus 3% movement range for all armies and fleets. So we'll go for that technology next. Next, after that, we're going to finish off this line here by researching philosophers, and that will give us an overall minus 5% corruption as well, which would increase our funds. So everything is now sort of slipping into place nicely, really. We wait one more turn to move him, that's fine. Any more building work? Let's just double check. Roma, everything in Roma is looking hunky-dory. Down here in Brundisium, everything here is also looking fine. So no real building works required. I think we can afford to upgrade this as well. It's only level 1. So we're going to put this into a Roman village. It's going to cost us 2 food, but it's going to give us all the extra bonuses that come with it. There we go. So plenty of construction work going on there. And that could well be end of this turn. Yeah, I think so. Public order +8 there. Public order thriving down here. Everything's fine. The fleets, rebuilding the army movements, the agent movements. And yeah, everything's done. So of course Scipio has been retired, as we've just stated.
I have talked to a wise woman, and all speak of a treaty, and our elders see greatness in you.
So, you want us to pay you for us to be your defensive allies? How does that work out? Right,
There
who are
is
these?
much merit in a treaty between us, so speak the wise at our temples.
So this is one thing we've got to watch out for here. When we do start our war with Carthage, it's not just Carthage we are going to war with, because they have a client state. They have Libya as a client state, I think. That's just, yeah, they're a client state of Carthage, and they also have the Nova Carthago. They actually have quite a few lands. They have this land here, they have some lands here, they also have some lands there, so they could have 3 or 4 lands. Libya also have some lands here, here, here. I don't know, they've been wiped out of there actually, so they might just have 2. But so I'm contending with the entirety of this particular region. It's not just the Carthaginians I have to be worried about, so it's definitely worth bearing that in mind when we start this war. So just something there for you to mull over. There's been some suggestion in the past that we could try our very best to gain an alliance with Libya and Nova Carthago, and then when the war starts with Carthage, maybe we can force them to break their ties. I don't know how that works actually. So let's just take a quick counter offer here and see if we can force them to break their client state treaty with Carthage and see what that would take. Instead, you will become. We will. Can we offer a better pact than that? We will become your defensive alliance. How about a full-blown military alliance with us instead? And we pay you a lot of money. Let's say we paid them like 3,000, something like that. Nah, that's asking a lot. That's asking a hell of a lot, isn't it? Just worth bearing in mind though. We'll work on that.
An acceptance?
If we could get them to break their treaty with Carthage and leave Carthage stranded with no sort of no backup, they'd be pretty much screwed. That's the only thing that worries me about this war is their allies or their client states. Increase in rank. My veteran has ranked up again, and some random patrician as well. Some building work. The military wharf is done now, and the practice castrum is done in Rome as well, which gives us bonus to some of our troops. Sextus Sentius Cursor is now procrastinator. One of life's great procrastinators. Why do things today when tomorrow is so much better? Right, okay. Starting off with the agent movements, we're going to swap him out. Legio Sanguine, actually still the most experienced and premier legion of Rome. First of all, their champion will level up and see what we can get here. We can go for Quartermaster level 2, replenishment rate, army upkeep, land recruitment unit costs, not bad. There's extra zeal and campaign map movement for the accompanying general, not bad also. That would move up to 12% and extra 2 zeal. What's this? Warfare. Not bothered about that one too much. Military extra experience gained. Wow, yeah, that's good. They gain experience faster and faster. We want those gold chevrons. Right, let's go. Let's put him on a forced march. Hope we don't get attacked in the process. And we're going to take him down to join the rest of the legions at the mustering point down here on the tip of the boot of Italia. So off he runs. We have Bassus as well. He's got, before Bassus goes anywhere, he does have the ability to upgrade all his troops' weaponry before he leaves. So we're going to do that. Take this spy up to here.
Swift and silent as a shadow.
Oh, minus 15. That's a massive hit. I didn't expect that much.
My skills are yours.
Counterintelligence.
Guarding against prying eyes.
Wow, that's a bigger hit than I even anticipated myself. Minus 15 per turn. Cultural differences is at minus 14. I wonder if we exempt this province from tax. Still minus 11. Well, if it does rebel and revolt, it's just going to have to be down to Scipio to... in fact, instead of Scipio holding up in Medlan, I think Scipio might have to hold up over there. So let's put him on a forced march and see if we can do something with him. What's in here? This is the diplomat. Whatever you want to call him in this game. Right, zeal, campaign map movement, growth per turn, replenishment rate. Or we can go for something completely new. Doom. Doom and gloom. The end is nigh. Threat of destruction. Dignitary. Critical Saxon authority. What's his authority at the moment? 3? It's not too bad. We'll go for that one. Right. Let's force march this guy and get him over here. Swift sticks. There we go. That's now to +3. That's good. Right, okay. Right, I think I like that setup. No, Scipio won't, and no doubt he'll try his very best to defy the Senate, and maybe even venture off into lands unknown without authority and wage war with some further clans. You never know with this guy. You never know. He's holed up there for now, but when the mood takes him, he might just shoot off and try to go on a solo campaign. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. But yeah, that's fine as it is. Medlan, let's have a look here. This needs upgrading to level 2 as well, eventually. Just slightly dipping in food a little bit. One more turn to get our auxiliary camp, see what auxiliary units we can produce. Right, so we're happy up there, we're happy. Right, Bassus, let's get him upgraded. His army's weaponry. There's got to be a faster way of doing this. And is he on forced march? He is now. Let's get him down into the muster zone. Off he pops. So the spy's going down. Two legions are going down. Excuse me. This is now ready to go down to here. And receive some extra ships from this new military wharf. So what we're going to recruit from here? Mercenaries, no. Recruit units. There we go. So we have artillery onager ship. We'll go for one of them. Lovely. Can we? Oh no, he's on forced march. Is that right? Does that mean we can't recruit? Or We'll have to sort that out next time. We'll have to sort it out. Let's have a look up here. He's got to wait one more turn for them, and then he's off on his toes. Okay, good. This army here, one more turn for those 3, and then it's time to get the Triarii. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 Equites. Once again, it leaves us with 19 out of 20. I know a few people have said, what the hell, you've got 19 units rather than 20? What's wrong with you? I don't know. 4 by 4. Of course, if we do end up getting siege engines, which we have to wait another 2 population growth to be able to expand here, I think this is the only place where we can build them. The siege workshop. We can always put a siege engine in the extra slot that we have spare in the legions. Not a major concern at the moment. Right, so the armies are on the move, which is good. The agents are on the move, the ships are on the move, and everything is hunky-dory in our settlements. No more further building work to do, and that's pretty much it then. Just keep pushing on. Who is this?
Glory, wealth, and a place in the histories. All of these will be ours when we are united as friends.
Look at these guys. They're all in cahoots, aren't they? You're friends with one, you're friends with them all, but I'm not quite friendly enough to give you my defensive alliance. Not a chance. I could really do without getting embroiled in other people's wars right now. I suppose it could work both ways. If somebody wages war on us, they come and defend us as well.
You
But
have much, and I'll...
we are much less likely to require their services. I'm just thinking, actually, being the kind of greedy Total War player that I am, and I always try and make as much money from treaties as possible.
You have been blessed with courage, so will you not use that courage to help us? Attack these people!
Oh no. No. What's going on here?